This is John Polrai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and this here is Jimmy Kimmel, whose show I don't enjoy at all. I think he's a partisan shill, and I don't like him. So, here, Jimmy Kimmel interviews Brian Cox, and Brian Cox says some things about Johnny Depp. Now, I will say, at the end, he kind of admits he made a mistake, or he was just trying to be funny, or whatever, and he kind of regrets it. However, when you write a book, you've got time to think about what you put in there, the final copy. It's not like saying something in real life where it's like impulsive, it didn't come out right, you thought it was going to sound different, and you take it back. It's a book. You wrote it. You've got plenty of time to think about it. So I think he's using Johnny's name to get attention on the book. Now, I made a video on this guy, and people were telling me who he is, because I said, I don't know who Brian Cox is, and I'm not asking anyone who he is. I could Google it in 2 seconds, and I don't care. My point is, he's relatively unknown. If I call my father, if I call my best friend from back home, if I turn to my workmate and say, hey, Brian Cox has got a book out, they'll be like, huh? Who? Who's Brian Cox? That's the answer. If I say, hey, Madonna's got a book out, oh, Madonna. If I say, hey, Ricky Gervais has a book out. Oh, yeah, Ricky Gervais. So my point is, we're not trying to figure out who he is. I'm saying he's pretty much unknown. Let's see a little bit of what he says.
You talked about Johnny Depp in this book.
Oh, no, careful.
Yeah, I wonder if you did you hear from Johnny?
No, I've heard a lot from his, they call it a fan club, but I think it's some kind of CIA agency.
Wait, what the F-U-C-K are you talking about, man? Fan club? Fan club is like a mailing list with like, I don't know, a couple of thousand people on it or something like that. Johnny Depp's got a fan base that's been around since the 80s. The word club just kind of bothers me here. CIA agents? Is he referring to the fact that they find out a lot of facts and details about the case Johnny Depp's involved in with Amber Heard, and we find information to expose someone who's a criminal and an abuser? Is that supposed to be bad? I thought when someone breaks the law and they're using society as a way to boost themselves and progress, they should be called out and punished for it. But I guess Brian Cox would rather make jokes and think that's more of a fan club CIA thing, whatever that means.
Because I just thought I was being a bit harsh. And you know what it's like. You go for the easy joke.
So he did say he thought it was being harsh right now, and that is a good thing. But like I said before in my intro to this video, it's not like a live joke or something when you're talking to people in a group. It's a book. It's in print. You've got a lot of time to think about that, taking it out of the book, putting it in the book. So, you can't play it off like, I was just trying to be funny or something. I didn't really mean it in a book.
Well, you live that way, Right. So that was what happened, and
And by the way, not for nothing, look at Jimmy Kimmel's demeanor. Oh, well, you went for the easy joke about Johnny Depp. Let's make a joke out of it. Yeah, okay, I get it. He's supposed to be upbeat and lively. This is supposed to be comedy, but, it's not that funny. So Jimmy could sit back for 1 second and be like, well, did you ever think Johnny might have been abused and that wasn't such a good thing to say, man? Or something like that. But not really. Jimmy's just kind of like all in with, oh, you did that. Haha, you talked about Johnny. Oh, well, how'd that go? Blah, blah, blah. So, sorry, guys. If you're a Jimmy Kimmel fan, I give him the big thumbs down. Not just for this, but also for this that we're talking about now.
And I sort of regretted it.
Oh, did you really? Yeah.
Because I'm not like that normally, but I was just being a bit glib, flip, and I was a little bit flip.
Can't you say you're misquoted?
No.
All right. So he admits he wasn't misquoted, but obviously, how could you be misquoted? It's a book. I mean, maybe people would have taken it and twisted it, but Johnny's fan club aren't a bunch of idiots. They're not going to misquote something in a book and make themselves look bad. Most of the people not everybody, but the large, vast majority, is incredibly intelligent and puts out the correct information. Sure, once in a while we get something wrong, but text from a book is not too hard to get correct.
I wonder if I was thinking about it though, because I think the gist of it was that you said Johnny Depp was overrated. I wonder if most actors think of themselves as overrated or underrated.
I think they do. I think a lot of times you think that actors think they're overrated, and sometimes they think they're underrated.
Right. So that was it. He said Johnny was overrated. And now the thing is, what I'm saying is, right. You know what? Look, you don't have to be bigger than Johnny to be able to judge his acting skills. But if you say something in public that's really negative like that, well, then you should be at least socially on that level, maybe at least higher or on the same level. You shouldn't be coming from like down here. Wait, let's go off screen. All the way down here because no one really knows you to up here above Johnny. That's kind of weird. So if he was at least closer to Johnny's level, it would be more of a respectable opinion, right? So if somebody like, I don't know, who's a pretty good actor, let's say Ewan McGregor said this, all right? He's a pretty damn good actor. I'd be like, yeah, Ewan, that's pretty messed up, but you've got your own opinion. You've got your own great performances over the year. So, okay, man, fine. You know, I don't like it, but whatever. You're at least on a similar level or a lot closer to Johnny Depp than like Brian, what was his name again? And honestly, he seemed a little bit nervous that this was brought up, as he should be, because I'm sure he knows Johnny has got a lot of fans who are not going to like what he said here. This isn't the first time. And to be fair, I guess he didn't bring it up here, but he put himself in this situation where it was brought up, and he's getting red in the face and all nervous. And I was thinking about this. This situation sparked this thought. Is one thing around here that's been a theme people have been trying to tell me is that all promotion is good promotion, negative or not. And I'm not quite so sure. I mean, I guess if you know nothing about Johnny Depp whatsoever, and you just don't care whatsoever, okay, you might be like, I'm going to, maybe check out this guy's book. I don't care. He made a joke about Johnny Depp or, said Johnny Depp was overrated. But I'm going to assume anybody who knows who Brian Cox is knows who Johnny Depp is. And anyone who knows who Johnny Depp is and Brian Cox probably likes Johnny Depp. And they're not going to be like, well, I saw him on Jimmy Kimmel. He got promoted. So I'll buy his book where it says Johnny Depp is overrated. People aren't brain dead. Just because you see negative promotion and you know it's promotion for somebody doesn't mean you'll be convinced to buy what they're selling. It could work the opposite in a lot of cases. Not that I would buy this book anyway, but if I was a reader and I bought memoirs or books actors wrote, I wouldn't pass it up for any particular reason. But now that I see he said Johnny Depp's overrated, then I'd pass it up. So that promotion would be negative. But that's my opinion. I'm no social scientist on the matter. You guys, let me know what you think down below. Doing pop culture, stuff like that, celebrity news, Depp first heard, obviously. Little Marilyn Manson these days. Wait, before I go, let me get this guy's creepy face off the screen. Okay, where was I? Yeah, so I'm doing all those kind of videos. If you don't subscribe here, consider it. If you don't consider it and you don't subscribe, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.